Hey guys, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from I'm So Excited I Can't Contain It, It's Christmas here.
And together the three of us, and that includes you, we are Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club.
It's Christmas!
It's Christmas. Welcome to our Christmas episode of Tobacco Advent. And normally we would reach back here and grab a ornament off the tree, but actually that's not what we're doing today.
What?
No, this is actually our day to give gifts to each other. But we're breaking from that tradition too.
Are we?
My bride decided that she wanted to give us a gift, each of us, that we would share. So going back a couple years, I guess you're going to show that.
My first Tobacco Advent Christmas gift, my tiny pipe.
Here's a lumberman pipe. And that's cool because it's actually laser engraved. It says, Merry Christmas, what?
2013.
2013. And so kind of carrying on with that tradition and breaking from the corncob pipe tradition. Don't ask me why, it just happens.
Is it another big ass pipe?
Whoa. No, not exactly.
Oh.
Not exactly. So, my bride purchased 2 pipes. And part of this had to do with something that I mentioned to her because back in, I think it was November, it might have been early in December, Chris Morgan had a special going. And I said, wow, that's a really cool pipe that he's posted on Instagram. And she's like, well, which one did he post on Instagram? I said, this one. And he's doing a deal where he's packaging together a couple pipes. And said, wow, that's a really great deal. Well,
cool.
Such a great deal that she has purchased said pipes. So I asked her to wrap these and to write something on it so we can unwrap it. And so mine says something on it, and then boys says
something on it for Seth.
Something on it for Seth. So open it.
All right. You gonna open yours?
After we look at yours.
All right.
And we'll talk about this. Now, Chris made the Briar cigar that we've enjoyed.
Yes, we have.
And that's such a neat pipe, cigar pipe. So this is one of his Bones pipe, and the Bones pipe are unfinished, a very blonde briar. And the more you smoke these, the more interesting they become.
Really?
So not unlike an actual meerschaum pipe. Isn't that cool? So
that is so cool.
It's got the Bones logo, laser engraved, I believe, on the side. And it's got a beautiful stem on that.
Yeah, it does.
Isn't that cool?
That is awesome. Thanks, Mom.
All right, here's mine, and I've got very weird taste when it comes to pipes. I'm still trying to get my hands on a pipe of the style that Bing Crosby smoked. That some people say it's a Canadian style pipe, but actually the Canadians, if we can imagine that this is a Canadian, the Canadian have a stem that goes far out in briar, and then a relatively short stem on them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm mixing my language
All
up
right.
here. But Bing Crosby's had the wooden shank that came out to about here, and then an acrylic, or probably acrylic stem that went out quite a ways. That's a pipe I'd love to have. But on the opposite end of that spectrum, I have really come to enjoy these nose warmers.
Yeah.
And so when I saw this pipe, I thought, oh, that's cool. That is cool. So this is from Chris's Blackjack line. Okay, and the Blackjack line is a production pipe that he has manufactured in Italy, I believe. Check this out.
Wow.
Okay, so that is something of a nose warmer. Very small, smaller than a Savinelli 320.
Yeah.
And in fact, if we hold this up to our cornament, it's roughly the same size and diameter as our cornament nose warmers, but even shorter.
Wow.
And the way Chris described this pipe, I think is what really drew me in. First off, the fact that it is a size that I was attracted to, but that he talked about this being the perfect pipe to use in the shop, right? To have hanging out of your mouth while you're working on the lathe.
Yeah.
Which I have found that some pipes just are too much tension on the jaw if you're clenching the whole time you're working a tool or working on a bandsaw. And I thought that was an attractive little pipe. And it has laser engraved on there, the blackjack, and it's the logo that's on the side of the bag here. And also it has one of his Morgan pipe logos, a patch.
That's cool.
That bunny. Some people see a bunny rabbit. Some people see a side boob. Once you see the side boob, you can never see anything. You cannot unsee it.
Yeah.
It's a bunny rabbit smoking a pipe. That's what that is, kids. Anyway, I think that's so cool. Nice job, Chris. I love that band too.
Yeah.
Silver
slick.
band.
Silver band.
Oh, should we smoke something in them?
Yeah, let's do it. You got any
Why don't you smoke something you
Lane
got from,
1Q?
From Jay, and I'll smoke something of mine, and that way we'll both be happy. What do you
All
think?
right.
I'm going to smoke this Saxagonian again.
All right.
So it's Christmas time. We've run the gamut of all the Christmas questions that we could possibly ask with Tobacco Advent. At least I think we've asked all the questions we could ask. Anything else you want to add to this Christmas season, boy?
I'm gonna do the 2007.
Oh, really? You want my knife?
Yes, please.
This is a big day.
I know. It's Christmas. At least I think it's 2007. I may have just ruined it.
Yeah, Jay's watching and saying, "You're not supposed to open that."
So this is Escudo Navy Deluxe. Wow. Combination of high-grade Virginia and Perique tobacco selected with scrupulous care and blended by experts provides fine, cool smoking enjoyment. Check this out.
Oh, wow. So little medallions. So it's a neat process. If you've ever seen, there's a video on YouTube. I believe it's Mac Barron showing the process of how they make this. It's really cool. I mean, imagine just a giant cigar that they roll, and then they slice it with a guillotine.
Or guillotine.
Some would say guillotine. Fans of Gilligan's Island would say guillotine. French would say guillotine. I know. It's weird to see me not smoking a cob. And I would say, a half dozen times in a year, I'll smoke a Briar. Well, I'll just get in the mood. I'll want to smoke my Dagner pipe or want to smoke the Briar cigar. I have Briar pipes that I've had for 30 years. A couple of them that are sitting in on a tight box in our entryway, one of which I got from my father-in-law that needs to go to use someday. That's a great smoking Dr. Grabo pipe. And every now and then I'll get it in me to want to smoke some 1Q in a Briar, so that it happens. You know what's weird, what I'm not used to the acrylic on these, and it feels so different on my teeth than the standard Missouri Meerschaum bits, which I don't mind.
Softer.
So yeah, some people don't like them because they say they're too soft or they're kind of hollow. I'm so used to smoking those things, it doesn't bother me at all.
It is amazing how different the experience is smoking not a cob. And just tactilely, the feel of it, mouth feel, the whole thing is it's just bizarre. I have the 7 Ellie, Mr. Brogg, of course. That sucker takes a whole bag of tobacco.
It sure does.
The problem with that pipe is you can never let it go out, because the second it does, you can't relight it. I remember the very first time trying to light it with a one of those long handle, long stem
Like a
fireplace lighter.
lighters.
Yeah, because you just can't get down in there.
Yeah, it's like trying to light a candle from a manhole. It's a good looking pipe you got there, boy.
Mm-hmm. Mom picked well.
Actually, Chris chose that one for you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Chris.
Yep. Communicated with Chris about this, and I said that this is one I really like. And I said that boy is a brute. And I said, so if you have something that's on a larger size. Now, he in all fairness, said the Bones pipes aren't big.
Yeah.
They aren't big. You know, and this is a production pipe. This is going to be, you know, gosh, this is better than, again, I mentioned Dr. Graybo. It's way better than any Dr. Graybo pipe. But he said they're not huge. But
Yeah.
I'm pleased with that. That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
size.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. And, you know, I've...
Let's compare that to a Dr. Graybo. So this is a Dr. Graybo, I think it's a Duke. No. Yes. Yeah, this is a Duke. Compare that to this. Yeah, so your bowl and chamber's a bit larger.
Yeah.
All in all, fit and finish, that's much nicer.
It's a cool... Started getting some coloration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to get color from your hands,
Yeah.
and it's going to get
Some
color
cool.
from the inside as well. Chris has posted pictures of various pipes after a day of smoking, a couple days of smoking, a week, two, and you can definitely see how they color up really, really cool.
Mm.
Definitely a pipe that you do want to touch, unlike an actual meerschaum pipe that people like to not get so much of their oils and
yeah.
things on it. This,
I'm going to get my oils all over this sucker. Can't wait. So this has been a good tobacco advent. Thank you to everybody who has contributed. We appreciate it every single year, and you know, kind of, I think we're both kind of surprised at the turnout that we get, because you know, we're just some yahoos who like to smoke in our shop and talk about random nonsensical things.
and provide no value as
That's
far as
what
reviews.
I'm saying. Yeah. And so the fact that anybody would take time out of their day and would take on the expense of sending us some tobacco and the thoughtfulness of sending us something that's meaningful, really is means a lot to us.
Sure does.
So we got to do something about the questions, though. Next year.
Maybe next year they submit the questions.
That would be great.
So how about we do that next year? We'll probably do it on YouTube. On Facebook, the Aristocob Facebook page. Maybe well in December. November. We'll ask you guys to submit questions for Tobacco Advent. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the same questions. We have actually. We if all goes well, we have plans for Tobacco Advent next year that I think you'll like a lot, that you'll find very interesting. So we got to start working on that well in advance to make it happen. But I'm hoping that next year will be exciting in a completely different way. So keep watching. In the meantime,
hoping to change things up.
In the meantime, every week in the year 2016, join us on Wednesdays for Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club, because without you, it'd just be me and him.
Are we really committing to that? Next
we are.
year?
Oh my gosh. I think we are.
All right.
I'm afraid to see what would happen if we took a poll.
New Year's resolution, figure out this whole camera mess.
No doubt. So, hey, tell us what you got for Christmas. Write it down in the comments below, and maybe post a video comment. Link it below. We'd love to see what you got. Thanks again for joining us, guys. We really, really appreciate it. We value your time. So with that, we're going to say Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.